Hi people, how you all doing? Well, as you can already see from the box, um, yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a review on one of these cars. I'm not gonna do an unboxing video on it. There's already unboxing videos on these cars online, but I'm just gonna show you a few things that I think I should point out. If you're looking at buying one of these, I just want to point a few things out before you do. Um, I'm also gonna put up a picture of what it looks like when you get it out of the box. And then I'll also show you what mine looks like, and then I'll take the shell off and show you the things that yeah, you're gonna have to do some things to this out of the box, but give me 2 secs, I'll be back. So here's what I've done to mine. I've done mine completely different to how most people would do theirs. They usually just use the stickers what they get with the car, but not only have I used different stickers, I've also done a few extra other things to it. So first of all, a carbon fiber despoiler. I did that. Obviously, I've kind of done my own livery on the car. I've also added some wing mirrors, which are totally the wrong ones, but it'll work. I've also added this roof scoop. I've also added these. But the main issue is not really the outside, is the inside. Well, I did have to trim these arches out a little bit as well, but let me pop the body off and then I can get to what I'm on about. So the issues with the chassis is everything is just really flexible, including the body posts. They're really flexible. I've stiffened mine up by adding some of this tubing stuff, which, if you want to know what this is it's the tubing for like balloons. You put the little thing on the end and then you attach, it's kind of like a V shape, and then you attach the balloon to it, and then it fits straight over the body post hole. So yeah, I just use that to stiffen it up. But yeah, like I said, the main problem is everything is just so flexible. So by that I mean everything. So really flexible. Even the back, you can't see it moving too much with the wheel, but if I can get a better angle, and then to top it off, even these parts flex. Let me just put it this way. Like, it's just really flexible, guys. Like, I mean, I know you want the plastic to be flexible, but you don't want it to be too flexible either. Another thing as well is, as you know, most of the time you get the drift wheels with these, which is alright. I don't really like the ridge part on it. I'd rather if it was flat. So if it was flat, it would be more better, I think. But well, anyway, never mind about the wheels. You always change them. The other thing as well is, the suspension was quite stiff out of the box, so I've had to work on that. But it seems alright now. I've done all that. The steering as well was a bit slow, and I found out what it was. is mainly to do with this nut here. If you do this nut here up too tight, it'll make your steering stiff. So another thing as well that I've done, when you get these cars, this link is underneath. So originally you get it, and this link is done up underneath here. I mean, look at this. That's just really horrible. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not really impressed about that, to be honest. It's pretty crap. So anyway, yeah, the steering links, you want to put them at the top, mainly because when they're at the bottom, when they're underneath, this part here, this round part, will hit against the bottom part of this arm here. It only limits the steering by a little bit, so it doesn't limit it by much, but by putting them at the top, the arms will no longer hit, like the steering links won't hit the bottom of the arm down here. Like I said, it doesn't limit it by a great deal, but if you put them at the top, it'll give you that little bit more for steering, which now, like, if you look, I would say it would probably be maybe about here without swapping the links. If you swap the links, then you get that little bit more. The other thing as well, which is always a pain in the ass when you've got to do this to a new car, which I'm going to have to take it apart because, or at the moment I'm using rubber tires. Like I said, usually it comes with the drift wheels. So if you wanted this to drift around and slide around, fully open diffs are not going to help that situation. I mean, you wouldn't really want to run fully open diffs anyway. You'd want some grease in them at least. So as you can see, no grease in the differential, so I'm going to have to take it apart to grease the bloody diffs, which is a pain in the ass. You buy a brand new car, the last thing you want to be doing is taking it apart. But yeah, I'm going to have to take it apart and put some grease in there. I'm going to order some different wheels to this, mainly because I don't really like these. So I'm going to order some different drift wheels. I am just going to run it with these electrics pretty much. I will do a running video on this as well soon, guys. I'm just going to run it with these tires though. I'm just going to run it with normal tires. I'm not going to bother with these drift wheels. I'll put some drift wheels on there when I get a different set and when I've done the differentials. But like I said, I'm not really looking forward to doing the disc because I hate having to take cars apart to do it. Considering I am going to have to do it as well on my WR8, I've noticed, on my Ken Block one. But yeah, I've done a completely different thing with my car. I didn't make it look how everyone else does theirs, to be honest. Oh, it's hard to grab this thing. I should cut it down. So yeah, I just wanted mine to look a bit different. So yeah, I did. And like I said, with how much flex is in this chassis, like, it's just horrible. I don't know how I'm going to fix it. Oh yeah, another thing as well is this, before I forget. It's a shame I can't get this to tilt around more. So the other thing is this. This one's not too bad, but a lot of them, you get quite a lot of movement in the wheels. So one way I've got around mine, I've also done it as well on the center drive shaft just here. This was all rattly. The dog bones inside were quite rattly. So to take out all the slop in them, in the center drive shaft, I used the little O-rings because they took up the space quite good. When I put the O-rings in the hubs in here, it was too wide of a space, so it was pushing the arm out. It was pushing the top part out this way, so it would make negative camber. So to get around that, so to do the ones in the wheels, instead of using the rubber O-rings, I used these. It's just basically a filter tip for a rollie. Oh, sorry about that, my battery's just finished charging. But yeah, all I done is I just got it like that, got a like Stanley blade and just cut off little strips of it and put it inside, just so the dog bones aren't so loose. Because when you don't do that, the wheels are actually even looser. Like, look. Actually, that's a better way of showing you. Look, see how much wobble there is in that? Like, that's dog shit. That's more wobblier than me nan, that is. I don't know, maybe you could get away with changing the bearings. Maybe you put some different bearings in there, it might help it. But yeah, it's not very good. So, if you was to ask me whether to get one of these or get the FTX Banzai car, I've never owned the Banzai, but I think the Banzai might be slightly better. The only reason why I went for this car is because I wanted this body shell. So yeah, I wanted that body shell. Mainly because I wanted to do something different with it. I didn't have this in mind. I wanted to try and copy Travis Pastrana's car, but to do that with this body shell is not really possible. But yeah, I've even added an exhaust in it though. I covered this one with a bit of tape, but what I do is I'll paint this exhaust over in black. I haven't done it not yet, I just covered it with a bit of tape for now. But yeah, well, I will do a running video on it, guys. I'll do the running video before I take all the differentials out. I'll do the running video before I do that. Mainly because I'm going to change the differentials when I change the chassis over. I'm going to change this chassis to the Ali one. I'm going to get Ali blue chassis and Ali blue cross part here, the top bracing. So that the chassis will be in blue and that'll be in blue. When I take it apart to do that, that's when I do the differentials. I only ordered the Ali chassis because it was cheap, really, like about a tenner. I think this top bracing was about a $5. So yeah, I'm just going to change it to the Ali one. I might upgrade the bumper bit to Ali as well, because that's all flexible. What would be nice is if you could change this to something that's a bit more rigid. What I might do is try gluing some plastic on it from underneath. Once it dries, just cut around the plastic, drill the holes. Hopefully that'll stiffen it up, because this is just really flexible, guys. Like, really flexible. I mean, flexible is good for when you crash, but you don't want it too flexible. But yeah, I'm going to leave that one there for now, guys. And yeah, I'll try and do the running video in a little bit. So yeah, on that note, please like and subscribe, leave any comments, and I'll see you next time.